Привет, Hunter.
Ah, Hunter. Good to see you.
Just in case you were looking for another opportunity to even the score with Hydra, I think these clowns are hoping for a fight.
That does not sound like much of a challenge. Ouch.
Should get the blood pumping. Who's next?
that's interesting.
I'm on it. It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation. Time to bleed.
I'll give it a whirl. I bet your Hydra recruiter didn't mention any of this, huh?
Your fate is sealed. Hail that.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
What is happening? Was that really your best?
Additional Hydra forces en route. Get ready. Got him scared. Just need to finish this.
Oh, I almost feel bad for you losers. Almost.
Get ready.
Good one. handle this.
Forever in service.
Now I owe you one.
Support units on the move. Serve her with honor.
This shouldn't take too long.
Do not bother running.
I like the way you move, Hunter.
Try and stop me now.
Come get it.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Enemy has the upper hand.
That's not supposed to hurt.
I was born for this.
Looks like we're winning.
Let's try this.
That's one hell of a move.
Regroup and position Tango.
Payback's gonna be fun.
We stand with the mother.
Haha, couldn't do better if we tried. Hold this out.
You had your chance to escape.
Time for some teamwork.
That's how it's done.
Hopefully they learned their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
I remember when I used to go out on these missions myself.
Hunter, stay a while. I do not want to be alone.
Magic. Are you alright?
No, Hunter, I am not. And neither is Limbo. The dark energy is increasing.
This danger you feel, have you given more thought to what could be causing it?
Yes, but I do not want to say it out loud.
Would it be easier to write it down then?
I see what you did there, Hunter. But no, writing his name down would feel like I was summoning him. Words have power. I do not want to give him any more than he already has.
He?
If I am right, you will see soon enough. But tonight, that's all I can say. Yes?
Ah, Hunter, good to see you. It's almost a shame we have to waste your talents on Hydra.
Are you adjusting to life at the Abbey?
I'm getting 3 hots and a cot. For me, that's luxury. While I have you, Blade said he wants to speak with you tonight.
Did he say why?
I don't want to steal his thunder. You know, I never used to say that until I met Thor.
Why exactly does Blade want to speak with me?
You'll have to ask him. But be sure you do it tonight.
Why exactly do...
You'll have to ask?
Oh, hey there, fellow Night Owl.
What are you up so late reading?
The twisted brain drippings of that psycho Faustus? This journal is like a love letter to Aleister Crowley, the Necronomicon, Jack the Ripper, and Charles Manson, all remixed into some nightmarish open mic poetry. I'm going to be up all night trying to make sense of it, see if it helps us find our way back into the Sanctum.
There is no offense worse than poorly written poetry.
Maybe my open mic poetry analogy was too generous. It's not even good enough to be bad. Makes me miss those 12-hour poetry slams in the East Village, and I thought that was torture. Check this out. Lilith, your name is a black hole for men like me to lose their souls. How I await to be suffocated in your arms. Choke on the dark tendrils of your hair. Murder me, goddess, and I will help you murder this dimension.
Someone should warn my mother.
Oh yeah, poor Lilith. Even she can do better than Faustus. All I can say is Hydra's got a real HR problem on their slimy hands. Well, I ought to get back to burning the midnight oil. I got about 400 pages to go of this crap. I'll let you know what I find out.
Anything new in the war room?
Nope, we're at nominal levels of war. Hey, did Blade talk to you about tonight?
No. What is tonight?
Ah, spoiler. He wants to tell you himself. Don't let me keep you.
Can you give me a hint about what Blade wants?
Not a chance. Go talk to him. He's looking for you.
Can you...
No.
Good girl, Charlie.
that sensed a great power approaching.
A few of us are meeting up tonight. It's a book club. You're probably busy, but if not, the others said I should invite you.
A book club?
Yeah, I didn't figure the great and powerful Hunter would be into a book club.
If it is worth reading, I am interested.
All our books are worth reading. Anyway, I'm headed to the meeting. I doubt it's your thing, but if you're interested, you could tag along.
After you.
Okay then.
I know about as much as you. Blade put this together. He's the person to ask. I know about as much as you.
Blade's giving you the stink eye. Or maybe he doesn't like the punch. Either way, I think he wants to speak with you. Okay, this is just uncomfortable. Go talk to Blade before he squints his eye out.
Ain't no rest for the Midnight Suns. Here's how this works. We pick out a book, we read the book, and then next meeting we talk about the book. It's my turn to pick, so give me a minute. I need to narrow it down.
What kind of book is a book club book?
The good ones, that's the plan at least.
Did you already talk about today's book?
Well, no, there isn't one for today.
What is the best book you have read so far?
None.
You have not read any books, but you are starting a book club?
Hunter, I've read half the books in the library. I have too many favorites to list. I meant I have no book club favorites yet.
You are being evasive, and I do not know why.
This is technically our first meeting.
I thought this was a regular thing you did.
Yeah, I want it to be. Doesn't matter how sharp your weapons are if your mind is as dull as a brick. Just give me some space. I need to find the right book if I'm going to. I need to pick the right book, okay?
All right.
Always memorable when you get to bust up some ghouls in Manhattan. Give me a minute, would you? Go mingle, have some punch. Give me a minute, would you? Go mingle.
This is the first book club I've been to that didn't devolve into a knockdown, drag-out fight.
Must have been some book club.
A few years back, Bruce and Tony started an Avengers literature circle. First book chosen was Banner's favorite. Tony hated it. Said it was the worst poetry he'd ever read. That a mascara-blinded lab monkey could have written it better. I still don't know what that means. Turned out, it wasn't Banner's favorite book. It was Hulk's.
Oh no.
We lost 2 floors of Avengers Tower before he calmed down.
What happened next?
Black Widow invoked the "this is why we can't have nice things" rule and banned book clubs from meeting at the tower. I think Carol used to attend one of these. You should ask her about it. I think Carol used to attend one of these. You should ask her about it.
I hope I have time for this. I used to be in one of these with my friend Jess, but it fell apart.
What happened?
I got reassigned, she had a kid, aliens invaded, the usual.
Aliens?
Yeah, it's been a busy decade. This would never work in the Avengers. Steve can tell you about that. This would never work in the Avengers.
All right, I made my decision.
So, what is it going to be?
The first book we'll read for book club will be The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Ooh, a classic.
Yep, that's an old book.
Way older than the hunter.
Ah, The Art of War. I read that when I was 12.
Well, then you could reread it. See if you gain a new perspective. Our time is tight, I get it. But stop by the library and read the book before the next meeting. But I hope you read the whole thing. This book is one of my favorites.
The katana gave that away.
Yeah, I'm always around if you want to chat about it.
Nah, I'll save it for the next book club.
I could chat about it.
Nah, I'm good. Hunter.
I admit, I like the low-pressure approach we're taking to book club. These things should be fun and informative. Not the high-stakes powder keg of the Stark and Banner book club regime. I wonder if there's an audiobook. I retain more when I'm working out. I wonder if there's an audio...
What did you think of the meeting?
Seems like a great way to get to know each other.
What do you think of Blade's choice of book?
It got me thinking about a book I can choose. It'll have to be a good one to match Blade's pick.
See you later.
Next time, then. I look forward to this next book. It's not a competition, but I bet I finish before you do. It's not a competition, but...
I think that went well. Carol seemed to enjoy herself. What do you think?
Blade, did you start a book club so Carol would join it?
No. Yes. Sort of. We were talking about books, and I may have suggested the two of us read a book and talk about it. Captain America overheard and expressed interest. Carol said I was starting a book club, and he asked if he could join.
Then what?
What was I supposed to do? Say no to Captain America?
Say the word, and I will drop out.
No, it's fine. I'm kind of digging this, and I'm glad to have a Midnight Sun here. Glad you came, Hunter, but don't forget to do the reading.
All right, I will.
I'm not kidding.
Hey. What's happening, Hunter? No demons to report here, boss.
Can't hurt to warm up on Hydra's flunkies. You've got an endless supply of practice dummies to beat on.
Well met, Hunter.
Привет, Hunter.
How goes it, Hunter? Or is it the Hunter?
You might feel like you need to hold back in training, but I'm glad you're not taking it easy on Hydra.
The mightiest of demon slayers stand.
I used to run away when the world got crazy, but now I just get crazier. It's good to punch Hydra in the face, but they feel like a red herring. Okay, a black and red herring, but still. Hey, I've been meaning to ask. Food must be completely different. Now it's all pre-packaged and preserved. Are there any meals you missed from 300 years ago?
Agatha made a pumpkin stew. I can still remember the taste.
With a dash of cinnamon? Oh, I love that. I wonder if she wrote down the recipe. Ugh, now I'm getting hungry. Let's wrap this up and raid the kitchen before Doctor Strange heats up his funky smelling leftovers. How could you know? I've been looking for this. Nico needed her pool time. In school, they never taught us about Hydra's role. We left a lot of Hydra agents with internal bleeding, and I don't care one iota.
That looks good.
See, Hunter, you're so much more than a weapon. You're fun.
Very nice.
Oh, I found one of my favorite records and I thought you might like it. Or at least be polite enough to fake it. Anyway, we'll get some more quality one-on-one time. It's a little retro, but so are you. So, what do you think?
Lively, frustrating, angry, but liberating. Reminds me of how I feel toward caretakers sometimes. I like it.
Oh, I knew you'd get it. It's grunge. It's what happens when you mix the nonconformity of 80s Seattle and tons of punk and rock influence. You get awesome bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, making something super authentic with this messy, dirty sound. It put Seattle on the music map. I used to listen to it repeatedly during my I can't believe my mom stabbed me phase. As you can tell, she was a great mom, didn't leave me scarred at all. Ugh, like, why have a kid if you're gonna get rid of them when they interfere with your dark arts and crafts?
I know how it feels. It sounds all too similar to my own experience with my mother, except that I had a head start on coming to terms with her evil nature. I cannot imagine being caught off guard.
Yeah, it turned my world upside down. I thought I was a normalish kid from a normal family. Sure, they had their middle-aged boomer issues, but I thought they loved me. But they didn't.
What is done, but I see you are still carrying it with you. Do not be afraid to go wherever you need to in order to find peace.
Roger that, Hunter. Okay, no more of this downer talk. Time to listen and let the sounds of angst carry you away.
Good morning, Hunter. Got a minute to chat?
You wanted to speak, Captain America?
Please, call me Steve or Cap. I know I'm a newer kid on the block, but I'm noticing some major divisions within this team. All the interpersonal drama is pulling focus from the real danger, Lilith.
I have witnessed the divisions, and I must do a better job of resolving the conflicts at hand.
Hardest lessons hit the closest to our hearts. Leading others is never straightforward or easy. It's definitely not all on your shoulders, but I respect you for taking accountability. Don't forget that you're the only one of us who's beaten Lilith and paid the ultimate price for it. You stand out here as a leader. The Midnight Suns, Strange, Carol, Tony, even me. We all look to you for our cues. It's a responsibility, and it's a tough one.
I have been a weapon all my life, to be wielded and directed by others. Leadership ability is not my forte. I would appreciate a few pointers.
Just the fact that you're willing to learn means you're on the right track.
I would benefit from your honest appraisal.
Take it step by step and build some bridges between teammates. We're all tired, but some team building might be what we need, even if it's just blowing off a little steam. Times like this, it's easy to forget we're all on the same side. You've already made the ultimate sacrifice once before. I've been there. I know what it's like to be asked to do it again and again. It doesn't get easier, but you get stronger and better at making the hard calls. I've given you a lot to process, but let's pick up this conversation again soon. Find a way to fit in with your team. They'll keep you anchored when you feel out of step with the world. Better than ever. I had no doubt. The Abbey is nothing like Avengers Tower. You can see the stars at night, but...
Thanks, Hunter.
Caretaker's not spoken a word to me all day. It's been lovely. I don't defend my actions to gardeners who train their kin to be weapons. I cannot talk about Wanda. That wound is too fresh. I'm angry at all of them. Wanda for being weak, Lilith for corrupting my friend, and Banner for being a creep. You have problem? Yes?
My link with the Sanctum is weakened. Fanatical occultists like Faustus have made it increasingly difficult over the years to maintain and protect the world's many objects of power. Frankly, it's been a daunting task. Wanda had full access to most of the Sanctum's mysteries. We cannot risk a full assault on the Sanctum just yet. Not until we know more. While I had no personal grudge against Dr. Faustus, I can't say I feel particularly bad about the situation given his proclivities. I understand Carol has made significant progress in deciphering Faustus's diary. It would seem he kept detailed records of Hydra's activity across New York. With her and Banner together, I'm not sure what their aim is, but they make a formidable team. Perhaps someday, when this is all over, we can tour the more interesting pocket dimensions together. I've always found the Halls of Fear to be an invigorating trip.
To snap Lilith's hold on Banner, we're gonna have to get creative. Look, whatever you and the Dream Team got up to last night with your sneak-out thing, I told you, I don't care. The only thing that matters is figuring out Lilith's plan and throwing all the monkey wrenches at it. So much is at stake, Hunter. I don't have to tell you that. I'd also like my friends back. Speaking of friends and backs, can we get on the same page here? We decide as a group when to go gallivanting off into Lilith's strongholds. You all could have been killed. Or worse, turned into ghosts and sent back to haunt me. Well, Caretaker isn't big on the idea of hardwiring this place to an arc reactor. As far as I can tell, power here is distributed mostly via cobwebs and ghost farts. What have you got for me, boss? Good. I needed something to do. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
See you around.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Nico, Magic, how are they? They won't speak to me.
They're holding up, all things considered. But I wouldn't expect them to thaw anytime soon. Not when it comes to you.
I see. I understand they're still angry. I just don't want them to feel alienated from the team.
Then you shouldn't have made them feel alienated.
I know, I know. I will try and make amends. Reach out an olive branch.
Just don't expect them to take it.
I don't believe anyone can make sense of Dr. Faustus's ramblings.
What in the... This crap just keeps getting weirder and weirder. You know, I think Faustus might have been the Zodiac killer. Yeah, that might sound callous, but his ledgers are a trove of secrets. Whatever weird gamma experiments Banner was performing on Wanda, they have something to do with the Sanctum. Bet they're already expecting us. So, we don't have to worry about stealth. Also, I really don't care about the sneaking out thing. We're spread thin, and sometimes action is the only way forward. Wish I was asked to join. I love taking action. If this keeps up, you might not even need my help anymore. I've worked with a few borderline scientists myself. You know the type, Kinsu.
Captain Marvel swears she can see threads of Dr. Faustus's plan. If Faustus's scribblings give us a shot of retaking the Sanctum, then fine. I'm not convinced that his journals are anything but a cult-tinged word salad. Faustus's mind was warped long before Lilith. Let's just hope that Captain Marvel is fluent at translating Mad Doctor's speech. Wanda betrayed my trust, our trust. It's the Scarlet Witch's hand that took Agatha. I'm starting to sense that old hunter.
Told you there'd be trouble for crossing Caretaker. Sarah means business. Always has. Looking forward to seeing more of Danvers in action. She's the only one here with as much flair as me. Now you see why I push you so hard. Training pays off. We're a rare breed these days, in more ways than one.
It's always good to see you. Hunter, hello.
Caretaker really commands a presence. I feel like I have to raise my hand when I want to ask a question. The Midnight Suns are one of the more interesting team-ups I've had. Robbie is like really fun. I've tried getting Captain America to play video games, but he couldn't get the hang of Pong.
All this excitement has really gotten me
Imagine if we hadn't caught Banner and Wanda. What if they caught us by surprise instead? I think we deserve an apology for sneaking out. Why did I just refer to it as sneaking out? We took action. Like Stark has never gone rogue before? The Avengers are hypocrites. I know I get into it with Caretaker, but she's one of the few adults I actually trust. The Midnight Suns are the rest. It's hard to keep the Midnight Suns moving in the same direction, but I know you have my back, and that keeps me going. I don't think I could do this without Robbie. Whenever the weight of the world is on my back, he reminds me the whole team is here to help shoulder the burden. You're getting better every day.
It wasn't easy keeping all the Night Owls distracted to cover for you. Strange and Stark were heads down last night in the Forge. Peter and I did pretend to be Ghost, but Caretaker told us to knock off our racket. All in all, Peter and I made a good distraction team. We made sure nobody noticed you were gone for like 10 minutes, and then we played video games the whole night. I guess we're not really on the A-Team's radar. Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.